Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're going to break down Ali Abdaal's roadmap for building a six-figure lifestyle business right from scratch. So if you've ever thought about turning a skill you have into a real, profitable business, you are in exactly the right place.
$100,000 a year. For so many people who want to start their own thing, that's not just a number, right? It's a symbol. It's the freedom to maybe quit a job you don't love. It's security for your family. And it's that feeling of validation that your ideas actually have value.
But that's the $100,000 question, isn't it? How do you actually get there? That path from zero to the first six figures can feel like you're trying to find your way through a thick fog. Honestly, the biggest challenge is just knowing where to take that very first step.
Well, the good news is you don't have to reinvent the wheel. This path has been walked before, and it's not nearly as complicated as it seems. So let's break down this proven, three-phase journey that's designed to take you from just an idea to your first $100,000 in revenue.
So the whole thing is designed to take about a year, and it's broken down into these three super manageable phases. First, there's ideation, which is all about finding your idea. Then, validation, where you test if it's any good. And finally, momentum, where you really start to scale things up.
So let's dive into phase one, ideation. This is the foundation, and it all happens in just the first couple of weeks. And let me be clear, this is not about building anything yet. It's all about finding your unique niche and crafting an offer that's so good, people feel kind of silly saying no to it.
And the key thing to get is that you don't need some crazy, world-changing, revolutionary idea. Nope. A successful business, at its core, just solves a specific problem for a specific group of people. That's it. That's your niche.
And the best place to find that niche? It's not out there somewhere. It's already inside you. Look at your craft skills. These are the things you're just already good at. Are you the person at work everyone goes to for amazing PowerPoint presentations? Or maybe you've totally mastered making sourdough bread at home. Your most profitable idea is probably hiding in plain sight.
So how do you actually find it? Well, there's this really cool, simple process. First, you diverge. Just let your brain go wild and brainstorm, like 15 to 20 ideas. Then you converge. You get critical and narrow that list down to your top three. And finally, one idea will emerge as the one you're going to focus on.
Okay, so you've got your niche. The temptation now is to jump right in and start building the thing, right? Whoa, hold on, slow down. This next step is absolutely crucial, and it's where most people totally mess up. You need to create an irresistible offer. And this right here, this is probably one of the most important things you'll learn. Amateurs build a product and then hope someone will buy it. But pros, they sell a promise first. People don't buy a fitness course. They buy the promise of feeling confident at the beach. You see the difference? The offer, the promise, always comes first.
And this six-piece framework is basically your cheat sheet for creating that promise. You start with the person and their very specific problem. Then you make a clear promise about the result you'll get them, and you lay out the plan to get there. And notice something really important here. The product and the price, they come dead last. You only figure out what you're delivering after you've defined the transformation.
All right, so you've got your offer drafted up on a single page. It feels perfect. But here's a little dose of reality, borrowed from the military. No plan survives first contact with the enemy. Or in our case, no offer survives first contact with the market. It's time for the most important phase of all.
And that brings us to phase two, validation, or as I like to call it, the reality test. This is where the rubber meets the road. All that theory, time to see if anyone will actually pay you for it.
And what you're shooting for is a pretty simple number, 10. That's it. Your goal is to have at least 10 discovery calls, just conversations with real people in your target market to see what they think.
And the best part is, you do not have to put on your slick salesperson hat. You can frame these chats in really low-pressure ways. You can just say you're doing market research and you'd love their advice. Or you could offer a free coaching call where you genuinely help them out in exchange for some feedback. It's that simple.
Okay, so that sounds good in theory, but where on earth do you find these 10 people to actually talk to?
Basically, there are three go-to ways to find these folks. The first and easiest, your existing network. Friends, old colleagues, you name it. Next, start creating genuinely helpful content online that attracts the right people to you. And finally, go where your audience already hangs out. Join those online communities and just be a helpful, valuable member. And here's the secret sauce for all of these methods. Your goal isn't to get famous. It's not about going viral. It's just about building trust. It's about showing up and proving, hey, I actually know how to solve this problem for you.
So once you've got those first few yeses, those first few customers, you've validated your offer. And that's when you can finally move into phase 3, momentum, where you build systems to grow. But hey, that's a whole nother story. The journey to your first 100K doesn't start with a fancy website or a logo. It all starts right here by answering this one simple but super powerful question. What problem could you solve for someone right now with a skill you already have? That's your first step.